Guarding your schedule. This is Lauren Fox, and you are listening to The Competitor's Brain. This is episode number 22, and today we're just talking about a productivity tip that really might help you out and allow you to guard your schedule a little bit better. One thing that a lot of us do day to day is we live in our inboxes, and this is regardless of whether you're a high school student, college student, somebody who's working a real job, somebody who's freelancing, which is kind of like what I am, and it makes it difficult when you're living within your inbox and you're really just responding to things as they come in. It makes it so that really all you're doing is putting out fires, or if you're familiar with an emergency room, when you walk in, there's the nurse in the front who says to you, tell me what's going on. And if you answer, I'm having heart problems, well, you might go to the front of the line. But if you say, I skinned my knee, they probably will tell you to go home. Otherwise, you might be waiting for a really long time. So that's called a triage nurse. And so if you're living in your inbox, you wind up being a combination between a firefighter and a triage nurse, somebody who's really just dealing with things as they come and really not prioritizing what's most important. And time blocking is a great way to protect your schedule and get around that. So the things that I do on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes I'm successful at it and sometimes I fail miserably, is I'll go through and figure out what my MITs are every day. And you can have as many of those as you want, but I really recommend not more than 5, and sincerely, I recommend not more than 3. And then you figure out what each of your MITs will take you, and you put those MITs on your calendar, your most important tasks, on your calendar, and block them off based on the time that you're going to need to do them. And what that does is, by time blocking, now all of a sudden you have no excuse for not getting done what you need to get done. Sure, things will come up. You might get a phone call from somebody that requires your attention and takes priority over whatever else is there. But by and large, if you are time blocking, you can stick to your calendar. When somebody comes to you with, hey, do you have 15 minutes that we might be able to talk about something? You can sort of kindly push them off and say, well, my time's blocked off for today, but how is tomorrow? And really, time blocking for me has made it so that I can take care of the things that I need to take care of when I need to take care of them. And the other thing that it really does, it allows me to focus on deep work and creative work. And what I mean when I say that is, if you're in your inbox all the time and you're texting all the time and you're on DMs and snapping and you name it, it's really hard to get into deep thoughts. The time that you can get into deep thoughts and do really meaningful work is when you're completely focused on the work. The best way to focus on the work is to discipline yourself to a point that you are not going to be distracted by other things. And what I have found, and what many others have found, is that by blocking time, by giving every minute of your day a job, if you get knocked off the schedule, you just update it the next time you have a chance to. But by doing that, you really have the ability to own your days and look back at the end of the day and say, man, I got a lot done, instead of trying to jam everything in right near the end of the day and saying at the end of the day, well, I got nothing done. So time blocking is vital. You can find Cal Newport's time block planner on Amazon, although it's not an inexpensive one. There are also daily planners that I use, and I've shown some of my ball players in the past, but those are very valuable tools to take control and guard your schedule.